The time has come. The grand opening of Portillo's here in Kissimmee, Florida. Hey guys, welcome back, and welcome if you're new. So today we're here at Portillo's here in Kissimmee, Florida for the grand opening and ribbon cutting. This is actually pretty exciting. I think this is actually my first ribbon cutting here, living here. This is really exciting. But anyways, this is gonna be a really fun vlog. Maybe we'll meet some cool people like the general manager or whoever, but this is gonna be really awesome. So come along with me. So it's about 9:50 right now. I think the ribbon cutting's at 10 a.m. But they have a kind of like a food truck out here. Look, check this out. Portillo's. This is pretty cool. Hot dogs, Italian beef, cheese fries. It's pretty awesome. And here is the inside. We have been in here, but we can go inside again today. I don't know what we're gonna eat, but I am hungry for some Portillo's. It sounds good. Got a little line right here. This is awesome.
Oh, hey folks. Hi, good morning. We apologize for the delay here. So as Portillo's for years, there's many moving parts and things go on behind the scenes most of the time nobody knows about. Today we had a couple of things that we taken care of, so I apologize for this delay, but I'd definitely like to get started. My name is Michael Portillo. I'm Vice President of Restaurant Support here at Portillo's, and I am really proud and honored to be able to speak to you today. Today, this is our actual 72nd restaurant that we're opening. It's a formal grand opening of our Kissimmee restaurant that we're very proud of. The support has been so great from Orlando, we couldn't wait to get open over here in Kissimmee. My dad, Dick Portillo, actually started this company back in 1963. That's April 5th, 1963. And him and my mother, and they were high school sweethearts, and they decided one day, my dad decided that he was a hard worker, and he was working many jobs, and said, you know, this is not really working out. I think working for somebody else isn't for me, because he's had something like 14 jobs in 18 months. But always being a saver, he decided that if I want to succeed or I want to do something, I need to open up my own business. So in Chicago, there's a lot of hot dog carts and beef carts and stands and things like that they were famous for. And so he got this idea that he was going to build an actual doghouse, sell hot dogs to the public. So he went home and told my mom, he said, Sharon, I got an idea. I'm going to take our $1,100 that we're saving for our house, and I want to build a hot dog stand, because I think that, you know, we should be in business for ourselves. And I don't know if he actually finished the story, because she was so upset, tears were coming down from her eyes, and she said, Dick, are you crazy? You want to take our hard-earned savings that we're saving for a house and spend it on a hot dog stand? You don't know anything about hot dogs. Yeah, but everybody's got to eat. Everybody loves hot dogs. Look at, this is Chicago. Look at this. I mean, how can you not succeed? My mom actually went home and she verified this, because I saw him this past Sunday and told the story that she went home crying to her mom, saying with tears in her eyes, said, can you believe what Dick wants to do? He wants to take our $1,100 that we're saving for this house and put it into a hot dog stand. Can you believe that? And tears are pouring from mine, and my grandmother looked at her and said, Sharon, you dry up those tears, you go support your husband, and you should be thankful that he's trying to make something of himself, that he wants to do something. And so with that, she dried up her tears, and as the story goes, she's never complained about that particular thing anyways. But the story of the doghouse is, we've come a long way, by the way, from the doghouse. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It was a 6x12 trailer, no running water. He ran garden hoses across the whole parking lot to fill up steam tables. He had a milk pail that, like, if it was freezing outside and the water lines didn't work, he'd actually go fill it up from a store, carry it across the parking lot. He had a grocery cart that he would put the dirty dishes in at night, and wheel them home. He didn't live that far, and then they would wash dishes actually in our bathtub. when he built the doghouse, he had a great idea actually. If the doghouse actually looked like a cartoon doghouse, okay, the walls are on an angle, it's a man's best friend on it, it actually has a dog, Pokey, was on there, and he said, okay, it's opening day, he's got hot dogs, he's got buns, he's got some condiments, and he says, okay, this is it, it's April 5th, 1963, opens the doors, and started serving hot dogs. The buns were rock hard, the hot dogs were ice cold, and he soon realized he did not know what he was doing. And my mom once again said, oh my God, Dick, we're gonna lose everything we have. We gotta do something about this. And so they did. It actually closed. Actually closed for a little while after, part of the day they couldn't get it right. And he said, I gotta learn really, really fast. So he studied hard, talked to everybody he could. Overnight he figured out, what he had to do to eat the hot dogs right, what he had to do to prepare the sandwich, and got it at least so it was edible. But very quickly he would go, if my mom was working the hot dog stand, me and one of my younger brothers were in the back of a station wagon, and he would go to another restaurant or doghouse or something. He would walk in the back room, got kicked out of plenty. He would take notes, what product are you using, what do you have? He would go in dumpster areas and find out who the suppliers were, what brand things were. And so, he wasn't gonna fail. So what his thought was, I'm gonna learn how to succeed. And I don't know if it was a fear of failure that kept him going, or if it was, I don't know what else I'm gonna do if I lose this, but he learned really fast how to make a really great hot dog. Secondly though, is things are going well. He's selling hot dogs. The hot dogs are great. It's hot dogs, fries, pop. And business is growing. He's saying things are good now. He's starting to make some money. He decided, he said, as he grew and evolved, he went to a bigger trailer. Then he went to a building. Then he had his first bathroom, running water. Like, life is getting good. Business is getting better. He learned again the value of having the right people around him. And I want to back up a little bit on what really drives him. So going back to my dad, he's probably voted, if there was a vote, he'd probably be voted the kid most likely not to succeed in high school. And that's really true. He's a street kid. He liked to fight. He'd get in a lot of trouble. He says to this day, I think I had a learning disability, so he just, things did not come easy for him. So out of high school, he joined the Marine Corps, which he still accredits a lot of who he is to the Marine Corps. He learned the value of organization, the value of training, the value of teamwork. He learned lessons in the Marine Corps that he still applies today. In his story, I was telling you that I talked to him and my mom this past Sunday. We were reminiscing. He said, Mike, can you imagine in the 1950s, I joined the Marine Corps. There's 75 guys all get off these buses in the boot camp. 75 guys from all over the place. Different personalities, different, what's important to you. Everybody thought they were better than somebody else. He said it was a mess. It was a real mess. He goes, but in 14 weeks, those 75 guys moved as one. They knew what they were doing. They had each other's back. You could count on them. He said, I never forgot that. He said, I also never forgot another lesson of Marine Corps. It's improvise, adapt, overcome, which he applies again today. People. Portillo's is only as good as we are because of the people. I think we have great food product. I think we have a great atmosphere. But people truly are the heart of Portillo's. And again, the story that I'm going to relate to is in the Marine Corps. It was Thanksgiving. And everybody was asked to join somebody for Thanksgiving dinner. So in his barracks, everybody except him. He says, I remember like I remember like it was yesterday. He said, it's Thanksgiving Day, everybody's gone, I'm the only one in the barracks, I'm on the bunk, I'm saying, geez, Dick, I must really be a screw up. I said, nobody's even inviting me for Thanksgiving dinner. And about then, the door kicks open, and it's a guy by the name of Colonel Brous, Sergeant Browson. He says, Portillo, get dressed, you're coming over to my house for dinner. And which he did, and to put a little more in context is that he's now a colonel. At the time, he was newly married. It was his first Thanksgiving with his new wife. Invited this guy, Dick Portillo, to his house for Thanksgiving dinner, which my dad never forgot. And my dad's still in contact with that gentleman today. That relationship, what he learned about people, processes, training, and systems, which has applied to us as we've evolved and grown. So nothing has stayed the same with Portillo's. The menu from hot dogs, fries, and pop, we now have phenomenal Italian beef, great burgers, 2 kinds of chicken sandwiches, 2 kinds of sausages, right? We have salads, we have something for everything. All that was purposeful, right? And he also learned as business was increasing that, how do I compete with the big guys, right? I don't have a lot of money for advertising, he said. So how, and these guys, they spend, millions and billions in advertising. They have playlands in their seating area. They have Beanie Babies that they give away. They have toys they give away. They have, every time you turn on the TV, you see them. How do I compete with that? So I can't do it with money, but I got to do it with what we now say is the Portillo's experience, right? And the Portillo's experience, it's hard to explain. You have to feel it. It starts when you walk up to the building and you look at it, and it starts to appeal to all your senses, right? A unique chain reaction kind of happens there. So you're taking it in with your eyes. You come in, you see the music, you see the hustle and the bustle and the smells, and you meet our team members, right? And then now you're starting to be involved in part of what's going on. And so it's so much more than just the food, right? It's how you feel. And so that Portillo's was built on that from the beginning, and we still today follow the very same things and ideas and beliefs that my mom and dad did back in 63. Now, what makes Portillo's different, people tell me, they ask me all the time, and I think I can answer it as it's the menu, it's the experience, it's the value for what you get. It's the fact that we live our purpose every single day. Our goal every single day is to create lifelong memories by igniting the senses with unrivaled food and experiences. Today I talked to a few of you who have told me stories from many years ago. I talked to, recently, I talked to a gentleman who stopped me and said, I was at that doghouse in 1963, that very first year he started. And what he said he remembered is my dad talked to him. He learned his name. So back to that, what makes us different is our team. We have a phenomenal team of people. Many you'll see today, but we have many behind the scenes people. We have a great restaurant support center. We have Portillo's food service that cuts and slices our own Italian beef. We create our proprietary gravy and spice mixture that give it that flavor that just pops. We slice, cut, and spice and cook our sweet peppers. The food is consistent. The food there's something for everybody. And again, remember I said, there's no gimmicks here. There's Beanie Babies, as I mentioned. It's just great food, great people, great experience. So I got to make sure we're on schedule here. So people truly are the heart of Portillo's. We started Heart Portillo's Fund last year that we're very, very proud of, or 2 years ago. This will be year 2. And what it's designed to do is actually help our team members in need that run up against unforeseen issues that can be life-altering or life-changing. And so we have a process where they can apply for a grant. And to date, we've assisted our team members with over $200,000 in grants that they're very thankful to say, that they will tell me, Michael, I didn't know I'd need this, I didn't plan for it, but I'm so happy we did, that you were there. We're so happy that Portillo's, our family, helped us out. Part of being a family is not only our Portillo's family, but the cities, the towns, the villages that we're in. We're very proud to be part of Kissimmee here. We're thankful for all the welcoming help and support that we've had. Nothing happens by itself. Right? Everything has the right team, the right basic community. And I'm really proud to say what I'd like to, we have a partnership every opening that we have, and we're actually try to be a valued partner in the communities that we have. So there's 2 foundations that I'd like to briefly talk about. I want to make sure I read the description right. All right, so as I said, being part of Portillo's, at Portillo's, being part of the community means giving back to the community too. And to celebrate today, our grand opening, it's important for us to acknowledge to all of you that we've actually partnered up with a couple of phenomenal organizations. 2 amazing groups. One of them is the Education Foundation of Osceola County. Do we have, is Jill? Yes? Hey, Jill, come on up. Thanks, Jill. No, you said. So, the other one, again, another amazing, is the Hope Partnership. So we have Samantha. Erica? All right, sit. I know, come on up. Thank you. All right, come on over. So, with, this has been some pretty unique times, as I think everybody knows, right? It's things that we couldn't plan and stuff like that. But did you want to say anything about what the organization does? You want something? You want? All right, I'll give you a couple. Please, you do a better job.
I can talk all day. The Education Foundation of Osceola County was established in 1985 to support enhanced public education in Osceola County. We have 6 amazing programs that we offer to our school district here in Osceola County, and we cannot thank you in Portillo's enough for being a part of our family, and we're happy to be part of your family, and look forward to a continued partnership.
Thank you very much. That was awesome.
Good morning to all of you. In behalf of the whole partnership, I want to say thank you to Portillo's for this amazing donation. Because of partners of yourself, we can continue and do our work. Hope Partnership mission is to empower our neighbors, strengthen our communities, and build hope as work with those experiencing homelessness and poverty in Central Florida. With these donations, we ensure that everybody has a safe place to call home in the Osceola County.
Thank you. Both of you said it way better than I could, so I don't need these notes. All right, so what you was talking about is that all of us at Portillo's are very proud to help out both organizations. We'd like to present checks for $5,000. Both of you, so thank you very much for everything, all the work that you're doing here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, Victor. All right. So, as I mentioned, nothing gets done in a vacuum, right? We have a lot of great people that are behind the scenes and make things happen. I'd like to introduce Luan. Luan, are you here? Not right now? Okay. Is Chris tied up too? Oh, Luan, come on. Luan, come on up. Luan is in charge of our new restaurant openings. None of us would be standing here if it wasn't for Luan. We have, and he's got a phenomenal team. We have Chris, there's Chris Berardi. He's inside, okay. Chris runs this market. He has a phenomenal team. There's Chris Berardi, comes out right on cue. Chris Berardi, there's the market. We have, his Boz is probably back there too, so we have a great building team here. We have phenomenal COO, Vice President of Operations, who's very shy, but Mike, I'm gonna call you out anyway, so hello Mike. You love when I do this. And Derek Pratt, so Derek Pratt back there. We have, these are just some call outs that I want to have because I think we need to get this show on the road. Mike, are we, how are we looking?
Hi everybody, my name is Nick Scarpino. I'm on the executive team at Portillo's, and we have an unprecedented situation today. Our gas is not working, so here's what we're going to do. We can serve Chicago-style hot dogs, chocolate cake shakes, and beverages. And so what we're going to do is, after we cut a ribbon here, we're going to invite you to have a seat either inside or outside, and we're going to bring all of those things to you for free because we can't serve any of our other classics today. So we're trying to make a good situation out of a bad one. So hopefully you will roll with us a little bit here. It's what happens when you're the first on the new sites and some things just don't go according to plan. So if you'll bear with us, we're going to cut a ribbon, and then we're going to just have a seat either inside or outside, and we will bring it to you. If you don't want to do that and you had your heart set on an Italian beef sandwich or something else that Portillo sells that's wonderful, like a hamburger or something else, we have some cards that are good for free sandwiches, and we would welcome you to come back anytime you'd like, just not maybe in the next half hour because we're trying to fix the gas. So we apologize, but we are trying to do what's right here, and so thank you for coming out. We'll cut a ribbon, have a seat, we will take drink orders, and we will bring all of the food to you for free. So with that, Michael, let's cut a ribbon.
Nick, thanks. One other thing I just noticed, I want to call it, one of the things that makes Portillo so special is our actual supplier partners. So I happen to see over there Giancarlo Toronto, who we've done business with for, gosh, over 40 years. Yeah. So John, thanks for coming. Good to see you. All right, let's cut a ribbon. Three, we say what? Cheese fries? Cheese fries. 1, 2, 3. Cheese fries!
All right, guys, that was a pretty awesome experience. First time here on the channel, actually doing a ribbon cutting and opening day ceremony. Also, I got to meet Michael Portillo and talk to him for a little bit. That was pretty cool. Here's a picture of it. But yeah, that was actually pretty fun. As you know, they said that the gas line was down, but we did get a classic Chicago dog that get out a water. I got a Coke, and also I have a milkshake, strawberry lemon. Pretty good, and it's all for free, just for courtesy. That's what makes Portillo's awesome, is the experience. I'm really glad Portillo's came to Kissimmee, and I'm looking forward to coming back again and again because it has really great food. And here is a hot dog. I actually got mine plain. Well, not plain, but I got mine ketchup, but that is a Chicago dog. Also, I don't think I've ever had a bun like that. All right, guys, now it's time to eat this Chicago dog. And also, about a couple minutes ago, they actually got their gas back on and everything. So the restaurant is in full operation now. But I think I'm good with this hot dog right now. I don't think I've actually had a hot dog. I usually get the Italian beef and sausage, but this is actually where it started out. A Portillo's hot dog. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, I will say. And you know, it is just a regular hot dog, but honestly, it's the story behind it. You know, and also in the beginning of the video, you heard Michael Portillo talk about the story of Portillo's, and that's what actually makes Portillo's what it is. It's the food. It's great food. It's great people. Great experience, and that's what it is. Honestly, that's why I like it. And now it's time to get some of this milkshake. I've never had Portillo's milkshake before. That's good. It's like berry, strawberry, and like lemon. This is pretty good and it's thick. Chick-fil-A, you might be in trouble with the milkshakes now. That's good. So as I was about to conclude this, one of the actual team members was actually walking around giving out samples of a chocolate cake. This looks pretty good. I've actually been wanting to try a chocolate cake from Portillo's for a long time. Been going through one in Orlando for a while, and I've always seen it outside. That looks pretty good. So let's try this chocolate cake. It looks delicious. Also, I love chocolate, so you can't go wrong with this. Ooh, babe, this will be good. Let's get some of that. Check that out. Ooh, that's good. I would definitely have a chocolate cake here from Portillo's, like on a birthday. This is really good. So here is the menu. Starting out with the famous 5, the big Italian beef. You have the 2 hot dogs, which I just tried today for the first time. The regular hot dog, pretty good. You have your hamburgers. Well, this is a double cheeseburger, but I had a regular one a couple days ago. It was pretty good. Here is a spiced chicken sandwich. It's pretty decent. But my personal favorite here at Portillo's is the Italian beef and sausage combo. And I think it's like less than like $15 for the meal. Honestly, that's not a bad price. Cheaper than theme parks. Over here, you got the beef and sausage sandwiches, beef and cheddar croissant. That sounds pretty good. And here's our hot dogs. And if you are interested in this option, they do have a plant-based garden dog. So that's pretty awesome. And here's your charcoal burgers. Plenty of options there. Let's see. Oh, they also have this like kind of like a key. If you see a P next to it, it's a favorite. Like, so that's a favorite. Portillo's hot dog. So this beef and cheddar croissant is a favorite by people. That's pretty awesome. They have also chicken and fish. I'm gonna try the fish sometime. I don't know how that's pretty good. They have a breaded whitefish sandwich. Interesting. And also have salads as well. Chopped salad, Caesar salad, and you also add chicken and also Greek salads. And also they have Portillo bowls. Check that out. They have classics, a Chicago bowl, and you can add peppers and cheese and stuff. It's pretty awesome. Good menu. And on the back here are your sides. They have fries, cheese sauce in them. Ooh, onion rings. I'm gonna try the onion rings sometimes. They also have soup as well, garden salad, bowl of chili. Here's the shakes. Ooh. Actually, we tried that limited time one, but they do have regular chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, malts, cake shake. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. And they do have your regular soft drinks, tea. They also serve beer here as well. And also here's your desserts with that chocolate cake. Ooh, man. They have Portillo's famous chocolate cake. And that's what I tried today. It was really good. Also have a lemon cake, strawberry shortcake, and chocolate eclair cake. Well, how about that? They also deliver and they cater as well. That's pretty awesome. And here is a picture of the original doghouse in 1963. That's pretty awesome. And before we actually conclude this, we're gonna take a little tour around the restaurant because it's awesome. So here is the corner I'm in. It's actually the catering and a pickup corner. Pretty awesome. They also have a whole lot of seating outside as well. You see construction going on out there. We'll have more construction updates here in the future. But a lot of outdoor seating, little patio. Really nice inside. Check out that big old car there. I think it's a Chevrolet. Now the Portillo's in Orlando does not have a car like that. I think they actually have like a big old guitar like that. But this is actually pretty awesome. Bunch of like music albums up there. I love the windows as well. I don't think Orlando has that windows like that. I'll have to go back there sometime again. But this is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I really like it. And it is actually the other side of the building where the entrance is actually at. It's pretty cool, and they actually have something in Kissimmee. It's actually the Monument of the States. I'm gonna see that one day. It's pretty cool. But also they have the capacity right here. Does not exceed 356 people. It's pretty cool. Check this out. You scan your QR code, get a free cake on your birthday. It's pretty awesome. And check this out. The big old people Portillo's in the ground. Here's your bathrooms. You have your women's. There's your men's. I like the theme, and it's actually really cool. This is awesome. Florida suite. You got some oranges up there, flamingos. I like how it's seen in Florida. That's really awesome. And here is the line, kind of like switchbacks right here. There's the menus we saw, the famous 5. It's actually pretty awesome. Let's see if you can walk the line and see them cook the food as well. This is awesome. And they actually have a barcode for allergen information. You want to check that out. And also before you order, check this out. Gator Garage, drop in anytime. That's awesome. And here's where you order. They actually have heart-shaped cakes available February 10th through the 14th. Ooh. But this is actually the kitchen. It's actually pretty awesome here. Oh yeah, there's them cooking them hot dogs and making them. Check that out. Woo! That's actually a pretty cool little slider thing. It's also a placeholder as well, but there's all your condiments you have for it. It's pretty awesome. Oh yeah. Really cool. And there's the original doghouse. Pretty cool. And there's an old gas pump right here. Really awesome. And here's Portillo's famous chocolate cake. Woo! And here is a drive-thru. It's pretty awesome. And 2 awesome facades on the wall. Check that out. Portillo's loves Kissimmee, and also Bodicade, Kissimmee, Florida, established 1949. But this is awesome. I love that alligator. Portillo's loves Kissimmee. So awesome. And also in this drive-thru, it is a cashless drive-thru, which means a guy stands up there with like a card reader or Apple Pay. So it's actually a much faster experience. All right, guys, that's Grab Up today at the open day here at Portillo's here in Kissimmee, Florida. What an awesome experience seeing ribbon cutting and also meeting the son of the founder of Michael Portillo. That was a really fun experience. I can't wait to do more of these in the future. This was so awesome. I can't wait to come here more, try more stuff, and it's such an awesome place. I definitely recommend if you're coming to Orlando or just going to Disney. This is right down the road from Disney, like really like outside like Animal Kingdom. But anyways, such an awesome place. I definitely recommend coming here to Portillo's in Kissimmee, Florida. Such an awesome place. But hopefully y'all enjoy this one. And if you did enjoy this vlog, make sure to give a big old thumbs up and try to check out more future content. I will see you guys next one. Thank you so much for watching.